All right, let's dive right in. Look, this isn't a technical deep dive. We're not here to talk about code or jargon. This is a strategic briefing, plain and simple. We're here to give you the executive playbook for using AI to build a real, lasting competitive advantage for your service business.
Welcome to SBAI, Service Business AI, where modern service businesses scale smarter with artificial intelligence.
I want to start with what I believe is the single most important number in AI strategy today, 95%. This number, it should be on the wall of every single boardroom.
Yeah, 95%. Let that sink in for a second. According to MIT, that's how many corporate AI projects fail to deliver any return on investment. 0. Now, this is not a failure of the technology. Make no mistake. It's a catastrophic failure of strategy. Most businesses are just getting it completely wrong right from the start.
So today, we're going to walk through the exact playbook to make sure your business lands in that successful 5%. This is our roadmap. We'll talk about the core problem, the framework to solve it, the actual plan to get it done, and finally, the big pitfalls you have to avoid.
Okay, so let's dig into that core problem, what we call the AI implementation gap. This really gets to the heart of why most businesses fail. You see, the reality for just about every service business is a state of, well, organized chaos. It's the messy truth of how work actually gets done.
Does any of this ring a bell? Your data's everywhere, scattered across a dozen different systems. Your processes? They're kind of held together with duct tape, a mix of old habits and apps that don't talk to each other. And you know what? Your team is already using AI, creating huge security risks you don't even know about. In leadership, well, they're just trying to keep the wheels from falling off day to day. This chaos is the perfect breeding ground for failure.
And that brings us to the crucial point. This is the fundamental shift in thinking that separates the winners from, well, everyone else. The successful 5% don't ask, hey, what cool new AI tool can we play with? No. They ask, what is our most broken, soul-crushing, inefficient process, and how can technology fix it? It's a total reversal of the common approach.
Now, here's why that 95% failure rate is so important for you. You shouldn't see it as a threat. You should see it as the single greatest competitive opportunity on the market right now. Seriously. While your competitors are burning cash on shiny new toys and projects that go absolutely nowhere, you have the chance to be surgical, to be strategic, and to absolutely dominate.
So let's talk about how to turn that opportunity into a real system. This is what we call the ROI First framework. It's a proven, repeatable system that turns this whole concept into a tangible, revenue-generating asset for your business.
It's a three-phase framework. It's simple, but it's powerful. First, you align leadership. Everyone at the top has to be on the exact same page. Second, you identify the real opportunities by becoming an expert on how your own company actually works, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And only then, in phase 3, do you actually develop and deploy, executing on a clear plan. This is how you move from chaos to order, and from order to serious growth.
All right, on to section 3, your implementation plan. This is where we translate that high-level framework into a concrete, actionable plan for your business. This is where the rubber really meets the road.
You know, business is all about prioritizing resources. We could probably find dozens of potential projects, but we need to know where to start. So we plot every single opportunity on this simple matrix. It creates 4 clear categories: low-impact time sinks, frustrating thankless tasks, ambitious big swings, and the most important place to start, the quick wins.
Let me tell you a secret. The biggest, fastest returns are almost never in the flashy, headline-grabbing projects. They are hidden in plain sight, in the most boring, soul-crushing, manual tasks your team absolutely hates doing. Think repetitive data entry, generating the same report over and over. All those, let me just look that up for you, tasks. These are absolute gold mines for immediate ROI.
And this is a perfect real-world example. We worked with a firm where client onboarding was a 15-hour manual nightmare for every single new client. We built a simple automated agent that cut that time down to just 1 hour of final review. That's a 93% reduction in manual work. This single quick win saved them hundreds of hours, made their client experience consistent, and it proved the value of the entire strategy, building incredible momentum for the next project.
Okay, so we have the playbook for success, but it's just as important to understand the playbook for failure. In our final section, we're going to cover the 3 strategic mistakes that are directly responsible for that 95% failure rate.
First up is the shiny object trap. Falling in love with a new tool before you even have a problem for it to solve. Second is the moonshot fallacy. This is trying to build a massive, game-changing system from day one. It's how you lose trust and burn through your entire budget. And third, the ivory tower plan, creating a strategy without getting buy-in from the people who will actually have to use the tools. Listen, these aren't technical errors. They are fundamental failures in leadership and strategy.
So, if you take one thing away from our time together, let it be this. This framework isn't about one-off projects. It's about a completely new way of operating your business. It's about systematically finding problems and deploying technology to solve them again and again, building a deep structural moat around your business that your competitors simply cannot cross.
So I'll leave you with the one question that will truly determine your success or failure in this new era. Take a hard look at how you're approaching this massive technological shift. Is your strategy setting you up to be part of that failing majority? Or are you building the discipline and the focus to join the successful few? The choice is yours.